Hey you guys, it's been a slow week this week in our eBay store. We have 4 items to ship out today that sold yesterday. One is a slot car, some vintage clothing, and a record. Let's take a closer look at these.
Welcome to Jack and Mary Jane's. We're just a couple of young Carolina pickers sharing our adventures and living for the next great pick.
The Kiss album is headed to Puerto Rico. It sold for $60 and we've already made our money back on that purchase, so that's pure profit.
So here's a quick packing tip for when you are shipping out a book, CD, DVD, record. You can ship via USPS Media Mail. It's super cost effective, usually just a couple dollars for one item, or it can save you a lot of money if you have a heavy book and you're shipping it across country. In this particular instance, I had an individual ask for priority mail. You cannot use the priority mail boxes for media mail shipping. However, you can use the priority mail boxes if a buyer requests priority mail. And so for this, I actually didn't fold the box out all the way. I hope you can see that. I actually just slid the record in as the box came to me, flat, slid the record in, and then just folded over the sides. You're welcome to do that to a priority mail box. You just can't cut it up and change the layout of the box, right? Because the priority mail boxes are only used for priority. However, you can kind of adjust the size there to fit the item that you need. They don't mind that. So just in case it helps you.
The vintage Bill Elliott sweatshirt sold for $25, but it's pure profit as well.
So real quick, I thought I would explain the new with tags Puma shirt. Clearly this is not vintage, but John and I both work in marketing, and so he had a client who requested a bunch of these shirts, had them embroidered, and basically they had some leftovers, and we said, where would you like these shipped to? They said, don't worry about it, we don't want them. So we figured, sell them on eBay. Now you may have watched a few of our videos and think these all look kind of bland, and I will agree with you. But I've found that a repeat customer is not based on beautiful string or custom tape. Now while all those things are nice when you receive the item and it makes it feel a little bit more special, it doesn't influence your decision on whether or not to buy from that person again. And at the end of the day, I'm trying to make the most bang for my buck in shipping items to you, keeping my prices low, and this is how we do it.
And here we go again with another slot car. It sold for $20. I believe this is just the shell. Made our money back on that purchase, so all profit today.
So we have a few more items to ship out this weekend, but before we do, I have a special guest here with me that's going to tell you a little bit why she's here, and she has her own eBay store you got to check out. So here she is.
I got this new stamp from rubberstamps.com, and the name of my eBay store is Horse Riding Hustler, and we're gonna test out my stamp.
Because what? What did you sell today?
Because I sold a Mickey lunchbox, some DVDs,
Yep.
and I'm gonna ship them out.
All right. So first thing that I do when I'm shipping out eBay items is I pull it up on my laptop and I look at these items and I make sure I compare the picture with the item you got.
So there's Zelda, there's the Mario one, and then The Last of Us.
Yep. And then if we scroll on down, you have which one?
That
Lord of
one.
the Rings.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, so all 4 of these DVDs or video games we're going to wrap up the same way. I'm going to show you how.
A happy accident that I'm noticing is that she's really getting to sharpen her skills with measuring as well as using a scale. What you're seeing right now is her shipping out 4 items that sold that equate to $145, as well as a Mickey lunchbox we accidentally listed on our own eBay store, but it's her item, and that also sold for $47, so that is a profit of $192 for just this weekend. So That's pretty good for somebody who bought a bunch of DVDs for $1 each and I think she spent $24 this weekend. So pretty cool. Plus, there's a lot more still listed, so she's gonna make really good margins on these purchases this weekend.
All right, so to ship out Mickey, I think it's going to be cheaper to ship it out in our own box than use Priority Box. So go ahead and put it on the scale and let's just see. Yeah, so he only weighs a pound really. So I have this box. Let's see if he fits in there.
He fits perfect.
He does, but he has a lot of room. So what we're gonna do is probably cut this box up a little bit.
Like to cut the bottom. Like
I'm gonna pull it in some and help us save a little bit of money on shipping, because if we ship a box this big, what it'll do is charge us extra. We don't wanna do that, right? So go ahead and take Mickey back out. Take Mickey. Okay, got him. All right, let mommy cut up this box a little bit for you and then you can use that one. So now we have our new box that Mickey will fit in a lot better, and it's double corrugated, which is great. I think that we're pretty strong on the outside there where we taped it, but let's just tape the inside real quick too.
just to make sure he stays in there.
We want you to get a really great review and someone say, "Yay, I'm so glad I got my Mickey, thank you. Horse riding hustler."
I bet they get these old toys because it reminds them when they're kids.
Yep. All right, so we can't just put them in there. You gotta get like some packing tape and stuff.
Like bubble wrap.
Bubble wrap.
Alright, I'll get the bubble wrap. Keep Mickey right there. Careful with him. People don't want to see you dangling him around.
Okay, high five, girl. You did a really good job. Super impressed. Next step is mommy has items to pick up, so I'm gonna do that, but you can go put these out for the postman. All right, you got it all?
Yep.
You got it? Okay.
I
Good
can't
job.
get through because Hyde's blocking the
Good job, horse riding hustler. That was fun. Helping her also required some extra patience, but I'm excited for her. I mean, she really wants a horse of her own, and if you are a horse rider out there, you know that it is a lot of money, not necessarily to buy the horse, but just to maintain it. And so we're really proud of all the progress she's made with horse riding and happy to support her dream, but you're gonna have to work for it a little bit harder than just saying, "Hey mom, dad, I want this." So trying to instill that in her young. This week has been one of our slowest weeks to date at our eBay store, which is fine. This is exactly why we don't do this strictly for a living. There's ups and downs with selling on eBay. And so I'm gonna ship out the rest of the items that sold this week. I'm trying to remember where we bought these. I think this was our last pick that we videoed, which was the shed, the 3-generation shed pick. But we got a lot of great comic books, and so this is the last remains of that pick, those comic books. We actually got more comic books yesterday when we were out yard selling, so stay tuned for those. Those are a little bit higher quality, so if you like the comic books, be on the lookout for that listing. Yes, I think that's from the 3-generation shed pick. I'm trying to remember. We still have a few more slot cars, although I'm out of styrofoam, so I've got this great little box that I'll be shipping the slot car in today. And again, more of these Strixon golf stickers, and using my tip that I shared in the last video, just reusing some old envelopes. So here we go.
Even though we didn't sell a lot this week, the items we did sell were from previous picks where we've already made our money back, and so they're all pure profit. First is the Strixon stickers, sold for $5. Second is the vintage Ferrari slot car, sold for $18. We sold 10 comic book lot from the 60s for $8.50. Another comic book lot of 17, and they're all military related. Those sold for $21.50. And then the last item is 8 comic books that are superstars, and that sold for $8.50 as well. So after eBay fees, we made $162.25 this week.
Thank you so much for watching another week of what sold on our eBay store. Obviously this was a small week, but we had time to source this weekend, so we're looking forward to a better week next week. Check back with us. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you next time.